93rd, yes sir, baby.
Drew, what was the Canada experience like for you this summer, and what do you feel like you can take from that into the NBA?
It was a great experience. It was fun kind of playing with all those guys that I grew up with, competing around growing up. It was a different game, FIBA, so it was a learning experience in terms of the physicality and how to get through that. Um, but it was a little disappointing the way we finished it off, obviously. But a lot of things I could take away from it in terms of what I thought went well for that team and what I think we could bring back and be successful for this team.
How do you want to build off of the playoffs you had, the skills you showed in those final two games heading into this season with the fully healthy team?
Yeah, I think personally, I'm always trying to build on my game. I'm always looking at areas I need to improve and what went well, what didn't go well. I think for the team, I think we gained a lot of confidence through that run, and I think understood more about ourselves. And we have a couple key points we're looking at in training camp to kind of fix up and improve this year.
Congratulations on the extension, first
Thank
off. What all went into that for you, basically? What was the thought process, leading into negotiations and everything like that? What made you decide to jump on this now and not look at the market in a couple of years?
Yeah, I honestly didn't even really know I was up for an extension until after the season, and then it kind of came all quick. It was a pretty quick process. They offered me what I got, and it was quick exception. I love being in Indy. I love being with this team. Wasn't really a hard decision at all. Somewhere I want to play for a long time, and I like what we're building.
You've hit a couple memorable buzzer beaters, game-winning shots at the buzzer in L.A., then in the playoffs last year. What's that like, and do you realize when the shot's going up, what's on the line? I mean, is it even in your head, or is it strictly just a reaction?
Yeah, it's just strictly reaction when I make the shot. Usually if I miss the shot, it's probably because I'm thinking about it. So I'm just trying to stay in the moment and play the game at that point. But those are cool moments, things you dream of playing in the NBA, playing in these big games and making those types of shots. It was fun. It was fun to be part of.
Others in high school and college, like at the buzzer like that?
Not that many, no. Not that many. High school, won every game by like 20 points. College, same, a little bit. So I don't really know. Not really.
Drew, what to you will it take for you guys to be better on the defensive end this season?
Yeah, I think we made some strides late in the season in terms of how we were kind of attacking it and bringing more guys, I guess, in the picture and not playing as much one-on-one, two-on-two out there. But I think a big point of emphasis for us is to rebound the ball. I think that also promotes our run game offensively, and our offense will kind of help our defense in that sense if we're running and playing fast. But I think rebounding is a big thing for us this year to double down on.
I've asked some other guys, what did you guys take out of the series against Boston? What did you learn from it?
You learn just how important each possession is and how closing games is going to be a big thing for us going forward, especially in that series. I felt like we had a lot of games, I wouldn't say under control, but we were up the majority of the game and kind of let it slip in the last few minutes. So I think just being a little more deliberate in what we're doing to end the game, and just how hard it is to win a series against a team like that. So a lot of things we learned as a young team that will help us next year.
I want to go back to what you said about defense and getting used to the system. I mean, I think when you guys talked about it at the beginning of the year, it seemed like it was just trying to force long twos, and it seemed like you guys were trying to play as much 2-on-2 when it came to pick and roll as you can and not overhelp. I mean, what did you guys have to figure out to make the system work best for you guys, and how much do you kind of start with a better foundation of that this year?
Well, yeah, I think we start with a better foundation because of the continuity. Everybody's coming back and more comfortable with what we're doing. We did a big change on that side of the floor last year. I think in terms of like rules on defense and following them, I think there's a little gray area in terms of how we can kind of make plays and kind of clog things up and make it tougher on the offense. Those are kind of field things, and we got to kind of just feel it out as a group and see where we can make those adjustments. But overall, I think it's going to take a lot of us individually just taking more ownership and being a little more competitive on that side of the floor and taking those matchups personally.
I'm curious about your Olympic experience as far as like seeing other sports and events. Was there anything that was like super impressive to you, or that you thought was your kind of your favorite thing to sport to watch or something?
Yeah, I only got to watch beach volleyball. That was the only event I went to go watch. We weren't in Paris much, but I think it was cool just walking around the village, seeing how there's little athletes that are skinny and short, and there's some that are super tall, strong. It's like all the best athletes from everywhere, and it's different sports kind of provide a different type of athlete. So it was cool to kind of just see how different it is from maybe hoops.
How helpful was that time you guys spent together in Orlando at Pascal's place? And during that period, how much have you seen a change in Pascal? I mean, he's talked about finding his voice and getting a little bit more comfortable. How much have you seen a difference in him since the playoffs, since his new contract? And it seems like he's taking more of a role in trying to be a leader. How are you seeing that?
Yeah, I think that those weeks out there in Orlando were great for team building, great for just us coming together, reestablishing that bond that we had, and continuing what we've been doing. I think in terms of P, I've always kind of seen him like a leader. You know, he's always came here and been a leader from day one. He has a lot of experience winning in this league, and I think he's feeling comfortable around our group. We all respect him. We all value what he has to say. So we want him to lean into that and keep giving us what he has.